out like 25 shows. It's like 6. But still, we've got enough. We've got enough that I will not have to do exactly what I designed this show to do, which is me have to take care of my own responsibilities. Imagine that, right? Again, thank you for being here. Please hit the favorite button if you've put up with me this long. Coming to the box first is Lolita. Now, Lolita, if you'd be so kind of please request it. I'm going to lay down some ground rules. While we have these conversations, sometimes we get into hot takes. For example, if someone were to say, I think Live Fest isn't going to be popping, offended, number one. Number two, we wouldn't want to cut off that conversation to say, thank you for the double dragon, because I know that someone's feeling extra generous today. Very generous. No, what we do is we think in between streams. This is constructed. There is a destination with this. As you know, we got Lolita, we got Exo, we got Jesus on deck. So let's get into it. Our first guest this evening, she's got a hobby and she's got a fresh look. Possibly, we're going to find out. Welcome to the box. Our first guest of the evening, Lolita.
Hello.
Hi. Are we doing good?
What's up? How are you?
What's up? How are you? What's up? I'll bring some excitement to the table for the both of us. Lolita, welcome to the show. She's like, whatever. What do you want here? It's good to see you. All right, you're flashing them right now. I have it as a fun fact about you. We gotta know the nails. Let's see.
It's
Woo!
a simple set.
That's no. What is that called?
Simple.
A simple set?
Yeah.
That doesn't look simple. That looks glossy, long. It's got the bedazzles like the jeans. Why is that called a simple set?
Because there's no nail art.
That's not a work of art.
There's no art.
Okay, so you've had like a mural on your nails before.
Right.
You this is look,
Why not?
this is a show about specifics, so I'm gonna get into specific. What's the craziest thing you've ever had on your nails?
Um, some profanities maybe.
Profanities. Did you
Oh,
Did you get
Valentine.
into a little squabble with somebody?
We had Valentine's, spicy Valentine message
Spicy.
hearts.
Okay. And on it, this is featured, but we can allude to what it may have been. Was this like an I love you on your hands?
More of actions.
All right, a type of love. We're gonna have to just leave it at that. Maybe she's got to post it on Instagram. That's a little fiery. Were you having trouble with the Valentines? Was there something going on? Do you
No,
not like love?
it was hot and spicy Valentine.
Oh, so you not meant as like a diss. It was meant as like the
Passion.
passion. Okay, like a the 50 Shades of Grey type nail.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, all right. Well, I hope that you had the best of luck with your nail. Now, did the person doing your nails suggest this, or did you bring it to the table?
Oh, they get it. She gets embarrassed. She's like, "Please don't tag me in this. You're too ratchet for me."
So that was my question is, as she was doing this, she's like, I can't believe my life. What
Yes,
decisions did I make? How did I get here?
yes.
Why did you tip her? Do you tip a
Of
nail?
course I do. Of course.
I've never had my nails done. I've always wanted to go in for the foot thing though. I thought
Yeah,
the
you
foot thing
should
was
go.
okay. Maybe I could get like the cuticle push. It starts there. And then
Why
someone
not?
also told me I could get like the clear gloss.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say? This is our show. We can do what we want. Suit it up every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You show up to a date because you said you're doing spicy Valentine's. You show up to a date. The gentle person that you are matched up with, they come in. Is it fair to say he shows up? He's got his nails did. What do you think?
They're not gonna be better than mine.
All right, that's it. She said as long as their nails aren't outdoing mine, we're fine, we're fair, we're good. Okay, good. Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to show us some of your other looks some other time. I'm
Okay.
very invested in it. No, I'm not done with this topic. Why? Why though? Like that's a big investment. I've
Why
seen the
not?
memes. Why nails?
Why not?
Do you like feel like it's a signature about you? Do you feel like it? I'd be afraid to do anything in those. Like I'd break them.
Like what? What do you do? Your
That's what
guitar?
I'm asking you. What would you do?
Well, how are you gonna break them? With your guitar stuff?
I've
With
broken
your
my
headbanging?
Apple Watch just by existing. Like I'm on like my second Apple Watch right now, just because I'm like thwack, you know. I mean, I can't imagine.
We've come a long way, but no, I don't have any accidents. I don't do anything. I don't be building cars or houses or nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I think having fancy nails like that can allude to that you don't have to get too hands-on with stuff. Do you type? I have so many questions. That seems
Yeah,
so. So you have to like.
let's keep them straight.
That's too much. I'm moving on. It's suited up. Okay, so you're passionate about getting your nails done. That's the first thing that you let us know at the gate. But you do consider yourself to be a fun mom. Why can moms have fun, Lolita? How do moms keep it fun?
um, we go to the arcade.
Okay.
We eat pizza more than once a week.
Okay.
Okay. We do Legos. I'm a Lego mom.
It sounds like you're describing going to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm
Are,
really
are you saying moms like Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm offended by that because Chuck E. Cheese doesn't even taste good, okay?
They got pizza, they got arcade games, and I'm pretty sure you could win Legos.
My son, his palate is not like that. He
Don't
doesn't do
don't
he
diss,
doesn't do Chuck
okay?
E. Cheese pizza. Come on now. He
When
likes
I was
great food.
wait, say again. He likes good food.
Yeah, he likes
What's
good
what's good food? What's good
food,
food?
not Chuck E. Cheese. We go to a better pizza place here in
All right.
town.
Well, her nails stay classy and the cheese stays real cheesy. Good. Okay. All right. So you stay having fun times. You're fun mom. It sounds to me like family is important. Is that
Right.
the case? Imagine a world where you just told me no right now. It would make for a good conversation.
What?
I wouldn't suggest that. At this place where you have pizza and arcade games, do they have a
It's a seven
certain
way.
rubber animal? I'm doing a segue into your next fun fact.
I
I want
know
to
what
hit
you're
real
doing.
hard. Yeah, This is me being professional at my transitions. Okay.
Yeah, it's going good. Go, keep going.
She said you're doing good. This is actually my first rodeo. Okay. What is the rubber thing that you collect, and when did you start?
When maybe in high school. This is my favorite one right now.
Wow,
It's Cinderella.
it is. Where did you find that? Where did you acquire
My
such a
sister gave it to me for my birthday.
So I feel like you have two ranges, a very big gap of things you like. It's like the most expensive nails in the world, or like a 10-cent Chuck E. Cheese toy. It's like one or the other.
Please
There's no
don't
in
put in
between.
Chuck E. Cheese, sir.
All right, fine. Peter Piper Pizza, wherever you want to go. The point is you've got your duckies. How many ducks do you have in your collection?
Oh, I don't know. I have a big one. The big one?
Wow. Do you put them in water?
No, they're gonna drown.
I'm pretty I'm pretty sure ducks are known for being buoyant. The the reason I bring this up like this though is we had Raj on the rundown
Yeah.
a week or so ago, and Raj proclaimed himself to be the rubber ducky collector. For on the record, do you take that as fighting words, or B, is this a harmonious pond? It's a harmonious pond. We
Yeah.
coexist. Okay,
For now.
cohabitate duckies.
For
Maybe you
now.
could do like a duck swap.
For now, we'll be harmonious.
Have you talked to Raj about this?
Yes, we've exchanged. I've sent him a photo or two.
Okay. Not, but you have not sent ducks.
No.
Okay. Well, it feels like a lost opportunity. Gatekeeping ducks. If you have not, make sure you're hitting the favorite button on Lolita. She is a Lego building, pizza liking, nail doing, ducky floating type individual. And you can catch this show every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to double back to the Legos thing because I grew up playing with Legos. Did you grow up playing with Legos, or was this something your son introduced you to?
My son, something new. But then I have some of my own.
Do you have a favorite?
Right now, this is one of the new ones that I like.
Oh, 10 points. First person. Well, it's names there. Never mind. All right, 10 points. First person who can tell us where that's from in the chat. Are you a fan before someone? Okay, they got it. Are you a fan of that King? What was it? Lore? Fan of that universe?
Of the what?
Of the Harry Potter universe. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I love it.
Very sinister laugh. All right. Okay. Well, don't put a spell on us. So you got because of Harry Potter, not insinuating anything. Do you have a big collection of Legos then? And have you seen like the super expensive ones?
Back there, I have different flowers, and then on the desk, I only have Dobby on the desk, and I have my banana pencil holder.
The banana pencil holder.
Right. Where else would you put the pencils?
Yeah. That seems like something a teacher would have on their desk. No comment. Okay. It was a very controversial take. I get it if you don't want to have an opinion on that. I hear that you like to be inclusive, that you're the type of individual that wants to have every walk of life come into your stream. Do you feel like that has been the case for your stream?
Yeah, I'll talk to anybody. I'll be there talking to a no picture, no level all day.
Yeah? Have you made friends that way?
A regular will come in and be like, "Who's this? Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "Yo, that's my friend. That's my coworker. We've been here all day together, okay?"
The no name picture?
Yeah.
My mom's gonna text me after this. All right, look, you got people who join your stream. They're hanging out. They're making. Why do you stream? Like, why do you do it? How did it begin for you? What's important to you about it?
How did it begin? I was just like in the comments, just like everybody else, and everybody was like, "Why don't you stream? You're so funny." I'm like, "I don't even know how to stream," and they're like, "You have like so many favorites." I'm like, "What are favorites? What are you talking about?"
But then you did it.
Then I did it.
And do you like it? Was this a good life choice?
Sure.
Look, on the interview style show, I can only get as far as with the questions that I ask you.
I mean, what do you want me to say, honey?
Look, what I would like to say is
we get to talk with my friends at like it's kind of like a quick access, to whoever's online. Hey, what's up? To somebody you normally wouldn't talk to,
Yeah. Do you feel like that's become something more than just a stream for you? Do you feel like it's friendship, things like that?
Yeah.
All right, good. You know what, Lolita? If people aren't hitting the favorite button on you, they definitely should be. You're giving them a lot of good reasons between the ducks, the cheese, and the nails. But as with every guest, there's a time and place to promote things. Do you have anything that's special to you, an aspect of you that we haven't gotten into, or just an event that you'd like to plug while we got you?
An event? Tell them about the roaches. Oh, I have roaches, honey. We have Alpha's hosting his first auction.
Okay.
Friday.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What is the roach? Are those your friends?
This is Fred.
Okay.
This is Alpha.
The, are these your friends?
They're people, okay? I didn't just name these roaches. This is Barbara. The I named one duck Fred too. Fred is my number two all time.
I'm cutting this
Alpha's my
conversation.
number one. Anyway, for Alpha's first auction, I'm going first, and then at the end, I'm auctioning off Alpha. And then Saturday, we both have a one and done battle.
What
You could
time?
go. You could go on.
What time?
The auction is at 6.
I hate everything. All right, good. Hit the favorite button on it. Thank you. Do you have anything else you'd like to plug or say while we've got you on the show?
Anything else? Go to the rundown. I think, have you heard of that show?
Welcome to Suit It Up. This is a show that happens every Friday. Oops, that's the rundown. Show that happens every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name's Chris. It's an honor to be with you right now, to talk with you. I also see a special friend in the audience that I haven't seen in a long time. If you have not streamed her new single, Hatchet, she's down with the clown. I'm just putting it out there. You may catch her at the Gathering of the Juggalos or not. Who knows? I can't spoil things. I don't know things. She's got a new single dropping. It's what is it called? Demon? What is it called? Demon what, Lardy? Something like that. Anyway, make sure you go stream her single Hatchet. She's also got this track. What's it called? It's called Tootsie. It is not featured show appropriate. Demon and Leather. Go ahead and pre-save it. She's great art. She's very fun. Longtime friend of the show. Haven't seen her in a long time. Go stream her music. She's great. This show happens every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can meet and learn more about your favorite people, even the ones that you haven't met yet. We just had on the show the nail connoisseur duck collector herself, Lolita, still up on the deck. We've got XO. She's got all the hugs and kisses. We've got a special detail to talk about with her too, including more style facts. And last up, we've got Jesus. He calls himself Black Jesus. Maybe it's Black Jesus. That's pretty bold. We're going to get into that if that's the case. And also a special thank you to you. The top 10 gifters, right now, if we can get EXO to please request the box. Our top 10 gifters so far this evening are not appearing for me. Oh, there they are. I fixed it. Coming in 10th place is Craven. 9th place, Somebody's Lover. Someone with an auctions in 8th place. I think it's Heaven. She's going to be on the show soon. In 7th place, we've got someone who likes Coach. Awesome. Stop doing these name changes if you're going to be in this top. You know how the drill goes. Awesome Jersey Girl. We got Jorge in the 7th place spot. Thanks for being on the other day, dude. We've got Ninos, who was also on the show. Crushed it. 5th place, we've got Native Cake. Really struggling. And 4th place, we've got Pocahontas. The top 3 so far this evening. We've got Big Rig supporting Daddy King. In 2nd place, we've got Lolita is my manager. You might need to inquire about a new one. And in 1st place, we've got Lexi. Thank you so much for all your generosity. Again, if you have any interest in being on the show, you can reach out to me directly on Instagram. Now coming to the box, our second guest this evening out of the 3. So much show to look forward to. She's blowing hugs and kisses. You can call her XO. Hey, XO.
Hi, Chris.
What's up?
What's going on? How are you?
That's good. That's the question I'm supposed to ask you. You doing pretty well?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
All right. So before we go too far in this conversation, I'd like to set the record straight.
Okay.
Because you and I, we can operate off on a trust system, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. Well, I'm going to trust that you trust me when I say you can trust us.
Right.
My question is, you asked me, Chris, what time is my interview at?
I did.
What's that about, XO?
You know,
Well,
I
you
just
knew
wanted
the
to
show
make
started
sure.
at 9, right?
Yeah, I know it started at 9.
There wouldn't be a specific reason that you'd want to be able to come in late, would there?
No, nothing at all. No reason at all.
Okay, good. I trust that you trust that I trust what you just said. Perfect. All right, on that note, make sure you're hitting the favorite button on EXO. I'm just having fun with you. EXO, you have a sense of humor. That's why I opened up the show that way. But
Right.
you also claim to have a big heart and are very giving. That is something that we have on the notes for you. What about that aspect of being giving? Is it something that you feel like aside from the stream is a part of you? Do you do work outside of streaming that you feel is that giving aspect, or is it more of it just that you're an attentive person and listen? I'll have you describe it in your own words.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been like that. I just have a big heart. I love giving to people. I feel like just their reaction, how happy they get, it makes me happy. So I go out of my way, like I'll do little things, I'm really big on little things. I feel like they're more important than, like just
Yeah.
being creative and making like a gift.
Well, they say big things come in small packages, which can maybe mean that big things come from little gestures, or we can work with that. The point being is that, yes, taking the time to listen, taking the time to care is important. Is that something that's important to you as far as your broadcasting goes, or is that how you've crafted your brand? Tell us about what you think that brand is.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be there for my people. I try to we support each other like off the app as well, just being there for each other. They've supported me in so many different ways. I've went through so many things, and they were there for me. So I try to be there for them as well, and I've done things off the app for certain people that that's just who I am. I've gotten Christmas gifts for people's kids, like that's just the type of person I am.
Well, I mean, you would also know a little bit about that too, because this is a great segue. I know that you're a family person, much like our first guest, Lolita, Chuck E. Cheese extraordinaire. You have two little ones of your own. So family's a big deal. Obviously, you can't bring kids into your streams, but it sounds like you've bonded with other broadcasters over kids.
Absolutely, yeah. Honestly, I feel like everybody needs like a friend, when it comes to like being a parent, you feel kind of isolated, like in my situation, I'm always home.
Right.
I'm always home. I don't really get the time. I don't really get the time to like do things that I want to do. So I try to make the best out of like moments with my kids, I take them out to eat, we do the little cheers thing, I make yeah, just
You do a little cheers thing.
yeah,
There's
my
wine
son,
on the screen right now. You want to clarify that?
yeah, my son loves it. So we just, we take our cups and we cheers. Yeah, my 1-year-old does it too.
Did you catch the first part of what I said?
No, I did. What'd you say?
I said there's wine on the screen right now. Do you want to clarify that? Cheers, and you go, yeah, my son loves it. So that's my 1-year-old.
Yeah, no,
No,
juice,
right?
juice for him and wine for me. Juice for him,
Right.
wine for me.
Yeah,
So,
they got the Capri Suns.
yeah, the Capri Suns for sure.
Okay. Good. Clarifying statements are important on this show. And if you have not, hit the favorite button. This is a show that happens every Wednesday at 9. We're currently joined by XO. She's got all the hugs and kisses for you if you hit that favorite. And while we're talking here, we're talking about family, we're talking about kids. We talked about support. You've racked up an unreal amount of support, especially from one individual, your number one gifter. They set a huge precedent of what gifting can look like for you. Can you tell us what happened around this 2-week period of diamond earnings and diamond milestones that you made?
Yeah, so I was just streaming one day. I get on really early at like 10 a.m., I want to say. I'm just vibing with everybody, and just somebody comes out of nowhere and they just start dropping dragons, and I've never had somebody support me this big, so I was just very shocked. Like recently, that was like the most surprising, shocking thing that's happened to me recently, because I've never had anybody like do something that big for me, So it was really special.
Yeah, I think if thousands of dollars fell on my head, I would be pretty shook too. That's great though. That's really good. And obviously, I know how this community works. It's a little give and take. We all do different things, right? But for you, it does speak to the testimony of the type of person you are and who you can be present in your stream. So on that note, actually clarify for me so I know. How long have you been broadcasting?
Oof, for 4 years since quarantine, since we were on lockdown.
And this is your first time on the show.
I know. I don't do featured shows. I'm just something about like being in somebody else's stream and interacting. I don't know.
Right. It's first time seeing the show. Yeah.
No, I've seen the show.
No, definitely seen it. Right. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm messing with you. Okay, no, cool. Well, I'm honored and especially feel privileged that you took the time to jump in the box and do it. I know that I can be difficult with my sense of humor, but you do have another passion aside from streaming. You love sports. You like physical activities. Is there a specific sport that you're into?
Yeah, I love basketball. Yeah, I love basketball.
It's your favorite sport?
Yeah. I like them all, honestly, but like, yeah, but something about basketball.
Is it more that you like the way they dribble up and down the court?
I like when they, like, the little pitcher, when they do the thing with the arm, the pitcher.
Bow Wow didn't drop that heater for me to reference it and you not get it. Have you ever heard that song? Was it Aaron Carter? Was it Aaron Carter? Do you know that song?
No, I don't know that song. And who's Bow Wow? Who's Bow Wow?
Who's Bow Wow?
Who is that? Is that like a basketball player?
The Little Bow Wow?
I don't think you could be little and play basketball, but no, yeah, I don't know who that is.
Let me do it for you. Imagine there's like a really cool beat.
Okay.
Like the best one you've ever heard.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. That's actually the only part I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I think that's the beginning of the song.
Okay.
Look it up after this. If basketball is your favorite sport, one could argue that it'd be kind of like a poser move to not know that song. It's like basically a part of the entire culture of the sport. Do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, the New York Lakers. Those are my favorite team.
I think that's a really expensive team, right? Like, aren't they like one of the highest, most profitable, like most successful teams?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything about basketball, so I had to immediately leave.
You don't? Yeah.
I can name the entire 2004 Detroit Pistons starting lineup. I can do that.
Can you? Okay, God.
Press me. Do it.
I can't do it.
Chris, who's the 2004 Detroit Pistons?
Who's the 2004? Yeah, whatever you said before.
Say it.
Say what?
I only get this moment like once a year.
Oh my God.
Fine. Okay. Wow, I'm so happy you asked. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you were surprised that I knew this. The 2004 Detroit Pistons starting lineup was Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups. How many people start on the thing? How many am I at? 5? Is there 5 people?
Yeah, 5.
Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. Oh, man. Rip Hamilton? I'm going to say I'm right. All right. Boom. Cool. Very cool. Back to you. This is your moment. What about style up? I have listed as a fun fact about you is that you like to style up. You look great tonight. Thank you for dressing for the occasion. Same thing with Lolita. No, you had the fancy dress on. But for you, you have fun pairing outfits. What's the secret? Do you get thrifty with it, or would you say you get bougie with it?
I do both. I feel like you can go to the thrift store and like it doesn't matter where you buy your clothes. You can, if you know how to pair it with like accessories, then you can make it look very expensive. You can make yourself look very expensive.
That's true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know too much about women's fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I know that layers can be important. So for me, I can layer like my shirt and my jacket, and I can make a lot of different outfits that way. How do you do it? Do you have to get entire new fits, or do you focus on the accessories?
I do. So like if I'm wearing like a plain like top with like I like to match. Like I like to wear the same color top and bottom all the time. And then I'll just throw like a jacket, like a bomber, really cool sneakers, maybe some high socks, stuff like that.
Wow. So you can stretch out the same fit pretty often.
I don't wear the same thing twice.
You don't wear the same thing twice?
No.
How often do you have to buy new clothes?
Often.
Oh, that doesn't sound thrifty. Unless you are actually thrifting for it, then
yeah. You could go thrifting and find a bunch of cool stuff for cheap. So it's not that expensive if you're going to.
Okay, well, I will take your word on it that you are the thriftiest fashionista known to the live community. So check her stream out if you want to get all the thrifting tips. In fact, can you bless us with a thrifting tip right now?
Just take your time, like really look through the stuff. For me, I like looking for like maybe like a old fashioned, like cool Tommy Hilfiger or like Polo or anything like that, Nike. And then I'll just like pair it with things that I buy from like other stores.
For sure. I feel like for kids too, like Goodwill or all the other thrifting places, like it's got to just make the most sense, right?
Yeah, I don't thrift for my kids, if I'm being honest. I don't thrift for my kids.
Really? So you'll buy new for your kids, but you'll thrift for yourself?
Yeah.
That seems generous, and also like they could probably use the thrift. I don't know. I'm not a parent. It's easier. You got your own moves. I just feel like kids outgrow stuff. So like you could wear the same new thing for years, and they'll like outgrow it in a year. Right? Like,
I have like an obsession with Shein for kids. Like their clothes for kids is so cute. Like, and it's cheap.
A what? A Shein?
Shein? I think it's Shein or Shein.
Shein?
Yeah.
Oh, like the influencer brand.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
The quality has gotten way better, and the clothes are like really cheap and really, really cute.
I was at Playlist in like 2019 or 18, and I met the marketing director of them, and they were really offended when I didn't know what, or was it Boohoo? I think it was Boohoo. They were like borderline offended that I didn't know who they were. And so ever since then, I mean, it's been cool, but
yeah.
But yeah. All right, so before we wrap up, I know that you are not just someone who travels and streams. You travel around the world, and you've had a trip that was memorable, particularly to a not U.S. destination. Where was that, and what was it for?
Yeah, for DR, like I went to Dominican Republic for my birthday, my 28th. I've never done like anything special for my birthdays because I have kids, so I don't really like go out anywhere like extravagant. So this year, like I told myself I was really gonna make it a thing to like go somewhere else. And that was my first time out the country. I've never been out the country. So it was pretty cool.
Wow. Why'd you pick Dominican Republic?
Because that's like, I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. So I was like, I got to see where I'm from. Yeah. For
sure. Do you have any family or anyone there that you got to visit or?
I do. But no, I'm not very close with my family. So I was like just hanging out, just seeing like, seeing out myself. Yeah.
Did you go with a big group?
No, I went with a few people.
A few people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I won't press you. I don't know. I saw the reaction. We're moving forward. Was it a good trip though? That's what's important. Was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Honestly, it was surprising because I really thought everybody speaks so highly of it. Like they speak like it's so like lit. It's like really cool, And when I got there, I was actually really sad at the way like the living, It made me very sad and made me very grateful for the things that I have, Like hot water.
When you say like lit too, you mentioned Puerto Rico. My dad had this Daddy Yankee CD. And I don't know if this is how all the versions of it go, but the version that he had is that it opened up with a live version of him starting Gasolina, and it was like Puerto Rico, and the whole crowd goes. So anytime I hear like lit in Puerto Rico, yeah, all right, we're way off track. You can plug anything you want to right now. Do you have any events coming up? Anything that's important, stuff that you'd like to talk about before we wrap up?
Not really, honestly. I just stream. I have fun with it. That's really about it. This is my first featured show. I'm not really. Maybe I will do more featured shows after this, just because you kind of like pop my cherry. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the first time, so I'll probably do more.
All right, I've never had it put that way. So yeah, if you want to book her for your show, I guess this is the opportunity now. The doors are open. She hopped on this one, and now it's availability, I guess. Did we have a good time, XO?
We did. I had fun.
I had fun.
Mhm.
You're a good sport. I would like to use the last couple minutes here to do one of my favorite topics. So you said you're a single mom. You said you're a single mom, can't go out very often.
Yeah.
Transparently, when you downloaded this app, did you know that it was a live streaming app, or did
I
you?
didn't. No.
So what did you download it for?
Chris, you. Listen, we were indoors. There was nothing going on. We couldn't go outside. We couldn't interact. So, yes, I was just looking to just entertain and talk to people. But, I did find the live streaming section and boom, I was just.
My question is, for many people, they use this for different types of purposes. But for you, have you sought out this is actually where I'm steering the question. Do you think that streaming and dating go hand in hand? Do you use streaming for dating?
I don't. I always tell people when they come into my stream that this is for entertaining purposes only. I have dated somebody. I actually had a child with somebody on the app.
Really? In the time that since you started streaming? That sounds like a success story, right? You have to say. I guess you don't have to say
I mean, we're not together, but yeah, I have my baby. Yeah, a movie baby. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is like pretty big news. That means that there's a live stream baby.
Yeah, there's a Mimi baby. Yeah.
Whoa! I don't know. I'm assuming that was public because you're pretty like quick to talk about that.
Oh no, yeah. Listen, I'm very open with my people. My people know like a lot of things about me. I'm just an open book. I just feel like when you speak on certain things, like people could relate. Some people could relate and we speak about it.
For sure. And I know I'm a bit of a jokester and I get like really hammered with the joke stuff. But in all seriousness, I'm excited for you that you are still able to be part of the live community, that despite the relationship working out or not, you do have a blessing with something that's come from the situation. Mm-hmm. And you are in full effect have an entire community of people who are supporting you. They're clearly in the comments harassing us with these glasses. So you're doing a lot of things right. So on that note, if you have not, make sure that you're hitting the favorite button on XO. She's right there. Thank you so much for being here and being on the show.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Take care.
Absolutely. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That was XO. She was on the show. I was going to give Lolita that exact same question. I ask that question pretty often because most people download this platform not knowing that live streaming is a thing. However, it's a controversial topic. It comes up, and I think a lot of people are interested to know about that type of thing. So if that is you, if you ever want to be on here, I even thought about, this is totally off the rails, I even thought about doing a singles edition of Suited Up one time, just to see. People could come on here, kind of do like their live, here's why you should date me, and I would ask some questions, because I'm sure I could ask some great questions. And you can give me the eyes. And Lolita, later, if you're salty that I didn't ask you that question, I will ask you that question. Some people don't like when I ask that question. Anyway, we had XO in the box last. Before that, we had Lolita. Coming up next is Black Jesus, or possibly Black Jesus. So please request the box. Before we have him in the box, I'd like to thank you for being here, watching the show, putting up with these antics for an hour. I'd also like to thank these 10 people. They're the top 10 gifters so far the evening. We've got Bobby Digital in 10th place. And 9th place, we've got Native Carrot Cake. What are your feelings on carrot cake? I like carrot cake, personally. I do. I feel like even though it's made with carrots, it is disguised so well. And 8th place, Ambition. 7th place, Ton Moy. 6th place, Pocahontas. 6th place, Big Rig. 5th place, Wigman. 4th place, Bobby Digital said I'm jumping up. 3rd place, Alpha. 2nd place, NorCal. And in 1st place, Lexi. Thank you to each of you for all your generosity. Okay, on that note, we have our 3rd and final guest this evening, and I will be doing an after show today. I have some really important stuff to talk about. Nothing regarding Live Fest. It's just personal life stuff. So if you care about me or whatever. Anyway, coming to the box right now, we've got our 3rd and final guest. He's out of the Detroit, the D, Mr. Black
Jesus.
See, all right, where'd it come from? Where'd the name come from?
It actually came from a TV show called Black Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually a real popular show, actually. And one day we was watching it in my stream, and one person was in there was like, "Hey, bro, you would look like you would be the perfect version of a Black Jesus." So I heard that and I let it. All right, cool. Because my original name on here was my Instagram name. I put Instagram key.nyc, and then every time I would go live, everybody that would come in my live would just always call me Black Jesus. They say, "Yo, if Jesus is black, he look like you." I don't know why I didn't pick it. So I said, the next person that come in my live, and this was like a week of me going live, the next time I was like, you know what? The next person who just come in here and just randomly call me Black Jesus, I'm changing my name. And it just stuck.
Okay, so that's a much better story because they can go 2 different ways. Either people think that they can look like it, or they think that they are. And the people who think that they are have a pretty bad track record in history. But in this case, this is like
it's a name. I got people who come in here, they could call themselves Alpha. I'm not about to take offense to that, or the prettiest girl. I see Top Badge's names pretty, and they're not. I mean, but that's what they choose to claim. That's what they claim. It is what it is. I'm not judging anybody. We're here for fun. Let's have fun.
So, well, let's expand on that a little bit too, because in your name you have like the disciples, the cross. So is it you have the Jesus piece? So would you say that faith is a pretty big part of your broadcast, or is it your brand, or did it stem up from the name?
It's a play along. Like, I don't never be in my stream and be like, I'm holier than thou. We don't even do that. But it's a play along name. Anytime I come in the room, people is gonna talk, and it's a conversation starter. Whether it's oh no, he really do look like Black Jesus. I promise you, every time somebody click my pic, they say the same thing. So it's a play along. It's gonna make them talk. It's gonna be a little conversation starter. But I'll never ever be in my stream like, oh, I'm holy and da da da. But it's a play along thing. My mom said Jesus had disciples, so make that a family thing, and I just roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a conversation starter. I mean, it's how we opened this conversation. So, and by the way, if you have not, make sure you're hitting the favorite on Black Jesus. It's in the box right now. This is a show that happens every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so here, I'll press you on that just for 2 seconds, though, is that with it, with doing a name like that, it is going to start conversations. Do you feel like it is opening the right conversations for you? Are there conversations that the direction that you want to steer your stream?
I look at it as it's never like that. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. You have people out here who moms really name their kids Jesus. I mean, what you gonna get? You're not gonna call me by my name. We start with respect. So whatever my name is, as long as I'm not disrespecting you, let's just keep it respectful. It's simple. You could call yourself whatever you want. A real alpha, we don't take offense to that. I'm not threatened.
Oh, you said a real alpha, we. So we imply inclusive, yourself. So you would put yourself a part of like the alpha category.
I don't even got absolutely, but I don't even got to talk about that. You could get it from my aura.
Well, okay, so if I didn't pick it up from your aura, what would you describe alpha to be? Because I think that's a word that gets thrown around quite a bit now. Like alpha male, beta male, the supplements versus like lifting versus spirituality, whatever it may be. What does it fall under for you?
Just being comfortable. Just being comfortable. I learned growing up. My mom always tell me to, mind the business that pays you. Mind your business, and that always kept me out of trouble. So if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I mind my own business.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. And you got started a while ago too doing this. So it's not like you're new to it. You've been doing it since the pandemic. So for you,
my third page.
Well, yes, because you started on another platform.
Yeah. I was on POF and I was doing really, really, really well. And then some person that I put on to, they got jealous and started a whole thing, whatever, and it cost me my page, but it's cool. Moving along. I would have been where I would have been, but I mean, it is what it is. I learned, it was a learning experience. It showed me who was really my friends and who really wasn't. These diamonds will turn people against you. They get upset if they not getting gifted. It's cool. I don't even want it. I don't want if it's not genuine, I don't want it. And that's just what it is.
Yeah, we can take it there. That's fine. I like this because, for the first two, I got to make jokes, but this time we'll get serious. So, yeah, I mean, diamonds aren't just diamonds, right? Like, they're money. It's like bucks, right? They're money.
Yep.
I think sometimes people put expectations on what they're doing.
Right.
And that can translate when consequences can be positive, consequences can be negative. When those consequences play out and it's not the way that they want, it can hurt, especially if a person's not good at self-reflection, accountability, responsibility. There's a lot of things there to it. Right. So for you almost said, I don't even want it. I don't want the diamonds. So what do you want from here? What is your purpose or what excites you about being here?
Talking to people, meeting new entities, meeting new positive vibes. You can really find a good bond with people. I done met people who was really going through things in their lives, and I could be having a friendly conversation about football that done changed the whole outlook of whatever they was going through, and then we just have real in-depth, deep conversations, and you really get a chance to know people and learn people. So I met a lot of good people on here that I end up having good relationships on the outside and letting them into my life on the real world.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old joke. It's like not about X, it's about the friends we make along the way. But I really think that that's true here. It's not about necessarily the favorites of the diamonds that you make, but the people that you meet and the friends you make along the way.
It's genuine. If it's genuine, it's just gonna genuinely happen. You don't even have to ask, because if I'm go to your stream and we talking and I'm truly entertained, here, take that, because I'm entertained.
For sure. Simple. There's an interesting flip side to all this that I've never really talked about, and you're kind of surfacing the idea here for me, so thank you. And before I plug what it is, because that seems saucy, make sure you're hitting the favorite button on Black Jesus. He's in the box. He's our third guest this evening of three. Make sure you're hitting the favorite button. Okay, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Suit up. When it comes to conversations and getting to know people on the platform, there's something that's called, what is the name of this I'm gonna have to remember the name. But essentially, it's parasocial relationships. And that's where basically people feel like they know you very well, and that they have a built-up relationship with you
Mhm.
because they see you. First like happens with like usually like singers or people on TV, that kind of stuff. But it can happen to a degree here too, where people think that they know a person or get to know them just because they spent time with them, like in a broadcast.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't have a direction I'm taking that, but you made me think of the idea. So,
But it's true. It's true. You really meet people on here, and y'all been locked in, like you said, since the pandemic. I'm talking locked in with these people. I done seen people grow literally, and pause. But I've seen people go to where they were, and it'd be dope. It's dope because you have some people who I know their story, and some of them are top badges now, and I'm so happy for them because it was a dope experience. Like I really seen these people transcend into some of the coolest top badges I've seen, and that's what made me start streaming. That's like what pushed me into streaming.
yeah,
Like,
and keep streaming even after the
absolutely.
account with your not so good friend and being from another platform. I'm going to shift off of the platform real quick to another topic that I think is really interesting about you. And it's that you also like to travel, much like our other guests, but you have a specific travel goal in mind. What is that travel goal?
I want to I want to visit all 50 states. Any chance I get to travel, I make it like something that's in the forefront. I have to do this.
Yeah.
So I say every year I try to at least go to maybe like 5 different states throughout the year.
Every year you go to 5 different states?
At least, yeah, I try to. Or if I don't go to different states, I'll go to the same state, but I'll go to a different city in that state. Like, being me growing up in Florida, like you got Fort Lauderdale, you got South Beach, well, Miami, you got West Palm Beach. I'll use that as a reference. I'll leave one year, I'll go to West Palm Beach, and then I'll come back next year and go to like Miami. But like I done travel all up and down the East Coast, Midwest.
So what's your number at? How far along on your goal are you?
Like 14 states.
14. Okay, so you've been doing this for like the past like 3 years ish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, since like we could travel again. Okay, what's
right after my dad died. That's what made me start doing it.
Oh wow. So number one, very sorry to hear about the circumstances.
Yeah.
From it, you drew purpose.
Yeah.
So why was that the catalyst, and why did you choose travel as a way to honor him?
Because I had a bunch of different opportunities to travel, to go to different colleges and stuff, and I chose to stay home to be closer to my parents and stuff. When I had the opportunity to go to Georgia or go to Florida and North Carolina, and I just chose not to. Even when it came to me playing football, I chose to stay local. And when my father passed, he said to me, like, don't you never know when you're not going to be here. Like, take my situation, what's going on, as a push to get you to do what you should do. If you want to be in Mexico today, go. Like, you just do it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll stop procrastinating and stop waiting for my friends to wait to the last minute to end the booking the trip, and then now I'm not. So yeah, I took it as a lesson and just started doing it.
You said that you spent time at home and spent time with family. It sounds like that even was a bit of a blessing in disguise, just because you were able to get more time with your family.
Right.
Definitely not a good circumstance, but from it you took something positive. So yeah. So what, on that note, where have you gone that you feel like it's been like the best, or one of the best? It doesn't have to be the best.
So far, even though I moved from there, and I'm Georgia is where I live. I don't want to live nowhere else because the land, the price of my house, the house, the square feet, everything is so much bigger and for less money versus living in Florida. I think, to me, Miami is the best, hands down. That's the
Really?
best.
Miami. Okay. What
South
was it for the
Florida,
club
period,
scene or for what?
For anything, it's always something to do. Good food, beautiful scenery. You know, it's Florida is where it's at, man. Some of the best weather, all of that. It's always something to do, and it's a tourist attraction. Everybody goes there, so
Yeah.
you know.
It's one of the entertainment capitals, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I have only been there for a concert, and I didn't spend much time there, so I'm looking forward to trying out more of it.
Yeah, spin the block, man. You got on the shirt. You got the shirt on, and you got your little chest showing a little bit.
It's actually because the shirt's too tight. So if I do this, it opens up the buttons underneath. So I have to like either make it look intentional or make me look fat. So it's one or the other. But yeah, I was wearing this out of the spirit of Orlando for Live Fest because we got some pretty cool news about Live Fest today. I can't share with you, but it had me thinking about Live Fest. It's like I'm gonna put on some of my Florida gear. So there we go. That's right. Okay, so Black Jesus, we've got a whole lot of topics still that we can cover, but I want to make sure that we are able to get to some of the things that are important to you. So is there anything about you on or off the platform that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah. Something that's important to me. Well, I'm like building my vending machine business.
Whoa.
That's a little free game for y'all. If y'all got money, anybody who got their taxes, get you a vending machine. You're welcome. You're blessed now.
Do you already have a vending machine?
Yes.
You have more than one vending machine?
No, I got one, but I'm trying to get another one. That's where the money is at.
What is all right? I gotta know more about this. Before we talk about vending machine business, and this is not financial advice. This is a personal experience of Black Jesus. Make sure you're hitting the favorite button on him. He's in the box. Okay, so for you, what is your vending machine vend?
Just snacks. The thing about it is, I'll give a gem. The thing about it is not being greedy. You could really make good money and price it right and really still double what you get. And it's all on how you budget it and where you getting it from. I promise you it's so easy.